Have you ever woken from a dream so vivid, so strange, that it lingered in your mind like a whisper from another world? Perhaps you saw a figure cloaked in light or stood at the edge of an endless ocean, feeling a pull towards something greater. What if those fleeting images were more than just your imagination? What if they were a language, a sacred code, speaking to your soul? Welcome to HeavensCipher, where we unravel the mysteries of the Spirit. Today we dive into a topic that has haunted and inspired humanity for millennia: dreams. Not just the fleeting stories of sleep, but dreams as a gateway to the divine. Across time, people have believed that dreams carry messages from beyond glimpses of truth, wrapped in symbols and shadows. Could your dreams be speaking to you, guiding you toward a deeper connection with the eternal? In this journey, we'll explore how ancient cultures revered dreams as divine encounters, how spiritual traditions still honor them, and how even science hints at their deeper meaning. We'll uncover the symbols that dance through your sleep, share stories of dreams that changed lives, and offer ways to listen to your own nightly visions. By the end, you might see your dreams not as mere fantasies, but as a bridge to something sacred. So light a candle, settle in, and let's step into the twilight world of dreams. Are you ready to decode the language of your soul? Let's begin. Historical and cultural perspectives on dreams. The mist of dreams swirls through the corridors of time, carrying echoes of ancient voices. Have you ever wondered how our ancestors, gazing at the same stars we see, understood the visions that came to them in their sleep? To them, dreams were not random, they were sacred encounters, portals to the divine, where gods and spirits and ancestors spoke a language of mystery and revelation. In ancient Egypt, dreams were divine dispatches. Priests in temples deciphered them, believing the god Thoth sent visions to guide pharaohs and seekers. A common dream of a rising sun might signal renewal or divine favor. The Greeks too saw dreams as messages from their gods. Their temples of Asclepius welcomed the sick who slept to receive healing dreams, waking with cures whispered by the divine. In Mesopotamia, clay tablets record dream omens, where a falling star in sleep foretold a king's fate. Turn the pages of sacred texts and dreams shine as divine threads. In the Bible, Joseph's visions of sheaves and stars revealed God's plan, while Jacob's ladder stretched to heaven in sleep. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad received revelations through dreams, and believers still seek guidance in istikhara, a prayer for dream clarity. Judaism holds dreams as prophetic glimpses, like Solomon's divine wisdom granted in a night vision. Indigenous traditions, from the Aboriginal Dreamtime to Native American vision quests, weave dreams into the fabric of existence, where the spirit world speaks through symbols of eagle or river. What binds these cultures, separated by deserts and centuries, a shared awe. They saw dreams as more than fleeting images. They were conversations with the eternal, where the soul could touch the unseen. A dream of a white stag might herald a quest, or a shadowed figure warn of danger. These peoples listened not with skepticism, but with wonder, trusting the divine to speak through the veil of sleep. Why does this matter to us in our modern world of screens and schedules? Because the hunger for meaning persists. We too dream of flying, of lost loved ones, of paths unchosen. Could these be echoes of the same divine language our ancestors heard? Could the symbols in your sleep, a glowing lantern or a winding road, carry messages from a source beyond your mind? As we stand at the edge of this ancient mystery, let's carry their reverence forward. Dreams are not relics of a superstitious past. They are a timeless bridge inviting us to listen. What might your dreams be saying if you dared to hear them as sacred? Hold that question as we step deeper into the spiritual heart of dreams next. The spiritual significance of dreams. What if your dreams are not just shadows of the day, but whispers from the eternal picture? This you're walking through a forest in your sleep. The air heavy with mist, and a soft light beckons you forward. You wake heart racing, feeling you've glimpsed something sacred. Could that dream be more than a fleeting story? Could it be your soul speaking, or perhaps something greater? Welcome back to HeavensCipher, where we're unraveling the mystery of dreams as a gateway to the divine. Now let's step into their spiritual heart. Dreams are a realm where the veil between worlds thins. They connect us to our subconscious, that deep well, where intuition and truth reside, but also many believe to the divine itself. In sleep, our defenses fall and we become open to messages our waking minds might miss. A dream of a soaring eagle or a quiet voice might stir your spirit, urging you toward purpose or peace. Symbols are the language of this sacred realm. They're not random, they're archetypal, universal, etched into the human soul. Water, for instance, often flows through dreams as a symbol of cleansing or rebirth. Have you ever dreamed of standing in a river, feeling its current pull you, that might whisper of spiritual renewal? Light, radiant and warm, often points to divine presence or truth. A glowing figure in your dream could be a guide, nudging you toward clarity. Animals carry their own messages. A wolf might speak of strength, a dove of peace. These symbols aren't just poetic, they're a code inviting you to listen with your heart. Let me share a story. A woman once dreamed of a crumbling house, its walls falling as she stood unafraid. She woke with a strange calm, realizing the house was her old life, her fears dissolving to make way for something new. Months later, she left a toxic job, started a spiritual practice, and felt reborn. Was that dream a coincidence or a divine nudge? Stories like hers echo through time, from mystics who saw visions of angels to everyday people whose dreams warned of danger or sparked transformation. These experiences hint at a truth. Dreams can be a dialogue with the divine. They don't always shout. Sometimes they whisper. A recurring dream of a locked door might urge you to face a fear. A vision of a loved one long past might offer comfort or closure. These moments feel different, don't they? They hum with meaning like a note struck deep within you. They remind us that the divine speaks in ways our waking logic can't always grasp. But how do we know what's divine and what's just our mind unwinding? It's less about proof and more about feeling. Divine dreams often carry a weight, a clarity, a sense of otherness. They linger, demanding reflection. They might align with your prayers or stir a truth you've been avoiding. Trust your intuition here. It's your inner compass. The divine doesn't need to be loud to be real. As we stand in this twilight space, consider your own dreams. Have you ever woken with a vision that felt too vivid to dismiss? Maybe a stranger's face, a golden key, a path through stars. What might those images be saying? They're not just stories, they're invitations to connect with something vast, something holy. Hold that thought, because next we'll explore where science and spirituality meet in the enigma of dreams. Stay with me. The science meets spirituality. What happens when the logic of science brushes against the mystery of the divine? Welcome back to HeavensCipher, where we're exploring dreams as a gateway to something sacred. Let's peer into the strange intersection where the measurable world of science meets the ethereal realm of spirituality. Could the mechanics of your brain in sleep be a canvas for divine whispers, science tells us? Dreams unfold in the theater of REM sleep. that rapid eye movement phase where your brain hums with activity. Neurons fire, weaving stories from memory, emotion, and imagination. Your mind sorts the day's chaos, filing away experiences like a librarian in the night. But here's the curious part. Why do some dreams feel so profound, so otherworldly? Why do you wake from a vision of a glowing mountain or a whispered name with a shiver of awe? Researchers say dreams tap into your subconscious, that hidden ocean where your deepest fears, hopes, and intuitions swirl. This is where science and spirituality begin to dance. If the subconscious is a bridge to your truest self, could it also be a channel for the divine? Many spiritual traditions say yes. They see dreams as a space where the soul, unburdened by logic, communes with higher truths. A dream of a falling star might not just be neurons sparking. It could be your spirit catching a glimpse of eternity. Consider intuition, that gut feeling you can't explain. Science links it to the brain's ability to process patterns beyond conscious thought. In dreams, this intuition runs free, painting symbols like a white rose or a winding path that resonate with meaning. Spiritual seekers might say this is the divine speaking through your mind's own language, using the tools of your brain to deliver messages of guidance or warning. This blend of science and spirit invites a question: are dreams just biology? Or are they a meeting ground for the human and the holy? When you dream of flying over a vast sea, feeling weightless and free, is that just your brain unwinding? Or is it a taste of transcendence? Science maps the how, but spirituality asks the why. Together, they suggest dreams are more than random. They're a space where the divine might slip through. As we linger in this mystery, reflect on your own dreams. Have they ever felt like more than biology? Hold that thought, because next, we'll uncover practical ways to listen to these nightly visions. Stay with me. Practical steps to engage with dreams. What if you could open the door to your dreams and hear their secrets more clearly? Welcome back to HeavensCipher, where we're tracing the path of dreams as a gateway to the divine. Now let's step into the practical. How do you capture these fleeting visions, these whispers from the unseen? How do you invite the sacred to speak through your sleep? Let's explore ways to engage with your dreams, turning their mystery into meaning. First, keep a dream journal. This is your map to the twilight world. Place a notebook and pen by your bed, or use a voice recorder if words flow faster that way. As soon as you wake, before the world's noise creeps in, write down everything you remember. The glowing lantern in a forest, the stranger's voice, the feeling of flying. Don't judge, just capture. Even fragments matter. Over time, patterns may emerge like recurring symbols, a white bird, or a locked gate that point to deeper truths. Review your journal weekly, asking, what might these images mean to my soul, to sharpen your dream? Recall, set an intention before sleep. As you close your eyes, whisper a quiet prayer or thought. Let me remember my dreams, let them guide me. This simple act primes your mind like tuning a radio to a sacred frequency. Avoid heavy meals or screens before bed, they cloud the signal. Instead, create a calm ritual, perhaps with soft music or a moment of gratitude to ease you into the dream world. Interpreting dreams is where intuition meets reverence. Start with reflection. Sit with your journal, maybe light a candle, and ask, what does this dream feel like? A river might symbolize cleansing, a falling tooth, fear of loss. Don't rush to dream dictionaries. Your symbols are personal. A dog might mean loyalty to one, protection to another. Pray or meditate for clarity, inviting divine guidance. If a dream feels heavy with meaning, like a vision of a radiant figure, share it with a trusted spiritual mentor. They might see what you miss, but here's a caution. Not every dream is divine. Some are just your mind untangling the day, like dreaming of a missed bus after a stressful commute. How do you discern divine dreams? Often feel distinct, vivid, charged with a strange weight. They linger like a melody you can't shake. They might echo your prayers or spark a shift in your heart. Trust your intuition, but stay humble. The divine speaks softly. Don't force every dream to be a prophecy. Try this tonight before sleep. Ask for a dream that guides you. Write it down at dawn, even if it's just a fleeting image. Reflect on its symbols, its mood. Could that winding path or sudden light be a message? This practice isn't just about dreams, it's about listening to the sacred in your life. As we pause here, think, are you ready to hear what your dreams might say? Next, we'll share stories of dreams that changed lives, proof of their power. Stay with me. Real-life examples and testimonies. What do dreams feel like when they carry the weight of the divine? Welcome back to HeavensCipher, where we chase the whispers of the sacred in our sleep. Let's linger in stories ancient and new, where dreams became portals to something greater. These aren't just tales, they're proof that the divine speaks through the veil of night if we dare to listen. In the Bible, Joseph's dream was a celestial warning. A radiant angel urged him to flee with Mary and Jesus escaping Herod's wrath. That vision saved a life, shifting the course of history. Its clarity, its urgency marked it as divine, a beacon in the dark. Fast forward to today, a man restless in a faltering career dreamed of a burning bridge under a crimson sky. The flames felt alive, warning him. He woke heart-pounding and cancelled a risky business deal. Days later, he learned the venture collapsed, sparing him ruin. Was it chance or a sacred nudge? A woman torn by family strife tells another story. In her dream, she stood in a glowing garden where her late grandmother, bathed in soft light, whispered, "Forgive them." The words carried a warmth that lingered. She woke, tears streaming, and reached out to estranged siblings, healing a years-long rift. That dream didn't just comfort, it transformed like a key, unlocking her heart. Another seeker, drowning in grief after loss, dreamed of a golden key glinting under starlight. It rested on a stone etched with her name. She woke compelled to open an old journal, finding words of faith she'd written years before. Those words rekindled her spirit, guiding her back to hope. Then there's the young artist, lost in doubt, who dreamed of a cloaked figure in a vast, misty hall. The figure pointed to a blank canvas, saying, "Create what you see." She woke, grabbed her brushes, and painted a scene of stars and rivers that seemed to hum with life. When she shared it, strangers wept, saying it stirred their souls. Was that figure her muse or something holy, urging her to channel the divine? Another story comes from a teacher who dreamed of a child lost in a storm calling her name. The dream felt too real to ignore. Days later, she checked on a struggling student, uncovering their silent pain, offering help just in time. That dream wasn't random, it was a call to act. These stories from scripture to today share a thread, dreams that feel alive, vivid, heavy with meaning. They guide, warn, heal, or inspire, leaving a mark on the soul. Have you had such a dream, a glowing path, a whispered name, a symbol that won't fade? Share it in the comments. Your story could light another's way. Let's build a community of dreamers seeking the divine together. As we move to close this journey, carry this truth: your dreams might be more than they seem. They might be sacred invitations. Next, we'll wrap up with a call to listen deeply to your own nights. Stay with me. Have you felt it? That shiver when a dream lingers like a message from beyond? Welcome back to HeavensCipher, where we've journeyed through the sacred language of dreams. From ancient temples to your own sleep dreams, bridge the human and the divine. They carry symbols, whispers of light or shadow guiding us toward truth. We've seen how cultures revered them, how science and spirit intertwine, and how stories old and new reveal their power. Now it's your turn. Start a dream journal tonight. Set an intention before sleep. Listen to the symbols, the feelings, the quiet nudges. What might the divine be saying to you? Share your dreams in the comments. Let's learn from each other. Join us next time as we explore more mysteries of the soul. For now, ask yourself what dreams are calling you to the sacred. Keep listening. Stay with me.